The topic of global warming has been a highly debated and controversial subject in recent years, with many individuals questioning the validity of the information presented by scientists and the mainstream media. While it is understandable to have doubts about the accuracy of the data, it is essential to examine the motivations behind the alleged lies and misinformation. In this essay, we will delve into the possible reasons why scientists and the mainstream media might be accused of lying about global warming. One of the primary reasons for the perceived deception is the complexity of the issue itself. Global warming is a multifaceted problem that involves various factors, including climate patterns, carbon emissions, and geopolitical interests. The scientific community has been studying this phenomenon for decades, and the consensus is clear: human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation, are significantly contributing to the rising global temperatures. However, the intricacy of the topic can lead to misunderstandings and misinterpretations, which can be perpetuated by the media and other sources. Another factor that contributes to the perception of dishonesty is the influence of special interest groups and lobbying efforts. Fossil fuel companies, in particular, have a vested interest in dampening the severity of global warming, as it could lead to increased regulations and a decline in their profits. These companies often fund research and publicity campaigns that cast doubt on the scientific consensus, creating confusion and skepticism among the general public. The media, in turn, may report on these conflicting views, giving the impression that the scientific community is divided on the issue. Additionally, the 24-hour news cycle and the need for sensationalism can lead to the dissemination of misinformation. The media often focuses on attention-grabbing headlines and dramatic stories, rather than providing in-depth, accurate reporting. This can result in the exaggeration or distortion of scientific findings, creating a distorted public perception of the issue. Furthermore, the rise of social media has enabled the rapid spread of misinformation, making it increasingly difficult to distinguish between credible sources and propaganda. It is also important to consider the role of politics in the global warming debate. Politicians and governments may have their own agendas and motivations for promoting or denying the reality of climate change. In some cases, the denial of global warming can be a convenient excuse for inaction or a means to justify the pursuit of economic interests. The media, in turn, may report on these political statements, creating the impression that the scientific consensus is not as clear-cut as it actually is. Despite these factors, it is essential to recognize that the overwhelming majority of the scientific community agrees that human-induced global warming is a real and a pressing concern. The evidence is clear: rising temperatures, melting ice caps, and extreme weather events are all indicative of a planet in distress. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change (IPCC) has consistently reported that human activities are the primary cause of global warming, and the consequences of inaction will be severe. In conclusion, while it is true that the media and special interest groups can contribute to the spread of misinformation about global warming, it is essential to look beyond the surface level and examine the underlying motivations and complexities of the issue. The scientific consensus is clear, and the evidence is overwhelming. Rather than accusing scientists and the media of lying, we should focus on promoting critical thinking, media literacy, and fact-based reporting. By doing so, we can work towards a more informed and nuanced understanding of global warming and its implications, and ultimately take collective action to mitigate its effects and create a more sustainable future.